Hi guys, welcome to the Fourth Moment Weekly Roundup, where you get your local dose of local football action, and also welcome to 2024, the first show for 2024. Andrew, excited?
Very excited, Shamiel. It's another big year again this year.
Yep.
A lot of big tournaments happening again as usual. Some new tournaments that I've been told about, Shamiel. There's a new under-16 tournament, the FN Rangers under-16 tournament, the first week in Feb. So yeah, there's big exciting things happening. We've obviously got the resumption of the regional third division last weekend, and we've got the ABC starting this weekend. So things are back to normal again.
Yeah, back to normal. Holidays over. I hope you guys had a good time. Obviously, we lost some people also during the holidays, and deeper sympathies to the families of those people there. But yeah, we back and going.
A bit fatter and bolder, but it's okay.
We were just saying the t-shirts are getting smaller. I don't know what's happening. But it's still the same.
I think it's the wash.
It's probably the
I think it's the wash.
Yeah. Okay, guys, we're going to get back, start into the third division. Obviously, we had some matches played last week. Obviously, a lot of teams coming back. How did you guys sort of feel? I mean, you had a break.
Yeah, we had a break.
Just from your perspective?
Yeah, we had a break. We had 10 days before our first league game when we got back. We had quite a number of training sessions, organised 2 friendlies. So yeah, some teams didn't even have friendlies. I went straight back into it, but I thought, no, I had to get the guys match fit and get the holiday out of them.
Yeah.
But it was good. I think
get the holiday out of it.
Yeah, I think I had to get the holiday out of me too. I should have run more. But no, listen, it was tough. I mean, it is tough always coming back and getting the guys back into groove again. But I think by the third training session, the guys were back into it again, all sharp again. Yeah.
Okay, let's look at the results. There's quite a few matches played last week. Obviously, a complete round there. So on Friday night, we had some matches. The 12th. JL Zwane and Premier United. That's a good draw. 1-1 draw there for Premier and Zwane. I thought that was sort of a good result.
Good result. Premier were down to 10 men as well. So a good result for them.
Yeah.
Good. Zwane, I think if memory serves me, they're unbeaten at home.
Is it?
Yeah, a lot of draws, but they're unbeaten at home.
Okay. Goal 50 United and Seaside Spurs. I thought that result would be different. Nothing against Goal 50 there. They won Seaside 2-1.
Yeah.
But I mean, just judging from the sort of the results before the end of the year, and obviously the teams, the way they were playing, and I watched Goal 50, a match already, so 2-1 result at home at Heidelberg. That's a good result for them against Seaside Spurs.
Yeah, and we've got to remember Seaside hadn't lost. Their previous only loss was the first game of the season. So they were on a nice run of about 8 unbeaten games.
Yeah.
And they were 1-0 up. Goal 50 also came back, 1-2-1.
Okay.
Good result for Goal. Goal 50 are tough in Heidelberg, eh?
Yeah.
Tough.
And if you missed it, there's some action pics there taken by Ricardo Snyman on our Facebook page. Go have a look there. And then also Friday night, Greenwood and Saxon Rovers. Saxon winning 3-1 at Greenwood.
Yeah, I was at that game.
Were you there?
Yeah, no, nice crowd. Greenwood, as usual. Eh? Greenwood went 1-0 up early. Saxons equalised quite soon after. And then Saxons started dominating. They scored another goal in the first half to make it 2-1.
Yeah.
And then they scored the third with about 15, 20 minutes to go.
Okay.
And I actually thought that Saxons should have won by more, to be honest. They dominated
Saxon
playing.
side now. I haven't seen them in a while. Obviously, Coach Zari is there.
Yeah, I think they played us, game week 4 or 5. And I think they've got better.
They're getting better.
Yeah, they're very, very good. And apparently making some nice big signings now.
Yeah. Yes, transfer
windows open, so they're making some nice big signings. Yeah. And they're only 2 points behind the leaders.
Yeah.
So they're in it.
Then Woodlands and Wanderers, and good result for Wanderers away. Woodlands now playing their matches at Woodlands, which is good to see finally.
Yeah.
But good crowd, and also those pics are on our Facebook page also. And then, but apparently the field suited Wanderers more.
Yeah, I think so. From what I got told, and like I said to people, Wanderers would get into it the longer the season goes on. They got quality players. I just think they just needed to gel a bit.
Yeah.
They also got a new coach.
I was going to say,
a new coach. So he's obviously had time to get his methodology through. It's a tough team to beat. Good result.
Crystal Palace and Trinitarians, 2-2 draw there.
That surprised me.
Yeah,
I think Palace have been tough in Manenberg.
Yeah.
And I thought, they had quite a bit of momentum towards the end of last year. But listen, Trinitarians, they were coming back towards the end of last year. They were getting some results.
Yeah.
And they're a tough team. They're always a tough team to beat, Trinis. And I believe they got to equalize it towards the end as well, Trinitarians.
In the game that was played at Hout Bay, FC Hout Bay on Saturday versus Silver Spurs, 3-3 draw, 6 goals.
There's something about that Hout Bay field. There's always lots of goals.
Yeah.
Also there, Hout Bay were 2-0 up. 3-2 down, 3-3.
Yeah.
So it was a good result. I think both teams would have been happy with a draw, to be honest.
Spoke to the Spurs guys. They thought they should have won, obviously.
Yeah.
But also, very hot. Very hot. Had a water break and so on. Obviously, Saturday was a hot day.
Sunday was hotter. We didn't have a water break.
Yeah.
We'll get there.
But the game wasn't up to scratch. That's why.
Yeah, that's why.
Jomo Powers and Ocean View. Jomo's winning 4-1 against Ocean View. I think that was expected. That match played in
Ocean View,
Saxony.
deep trouble.
Ocean View needed
I don't know. They're going to need a big transfer window. Because I don't see them getting. I mean, they've got 0 points, and we've played 10 games already.
Then the other match played on Sunday, I was so sorry I hyped up this game. Cape Town City versus Vasco da Gama, and both teams won there. 1-1 draw, both teams having a mediocre match by the admission by both coaches. So
listen, I wouldn't say it was vintage Vasco or vintage Cape Town City on Sunday. I think for a neutral who was there, they would have maybe enjoyed the game more, besides you, as a neutral watching the game, because there were so many, call it errors, that it was just end to end at a quick pace, end to end, and the heat and the AstroTurf and the teams are still going at it. 1 o'clock kickoff there on Sunday was tough.
No, it was hot.
No, they scored a goal from a set piece, which we had worked on defending in the week.
That's the thing, I couldn't figure that out. I watched City before, and the game I watched was against Goal 50, and they had numerous free kicks in that area and the corner. So they have a practice move. If you guys haven't watched them play yet, there's a fantastic move there, which sometimes works, I suppose, sometimes doesn't. But I mean, if you watched them before, you would actually know about it. But they scored.
And if you had a microphone by the bench, you would have heard me shout at my team about the player and what they were going to do.
Because you know what they're going to do. But I want to say big ups to Coach Byron there for working at it, and his players for executing, because that's what you want to see. Something that you work on training and execute it. I watched him when the goal was scored. He was going crazy.
No.
Obviously because of that. It was
even if you're going to counteract it and they still execute it the way they did. The way they executed it was perfection. They must have run that drill at least 20, 30 times to get it right, and it worked. So big ups to them, 1-0 up. We then came back in the game. We missed a couple of sitters.
I was at the match, so I don't know if Coach Andy was going to say it, but I mean, there were some moves there, especially from guys like Lionel Sal and so in the middle there.
Devon Sal.
Wrong brother. Sorry, Devon Sal. Just know him, Sira. See, that's the problem.
Yeah, that's it. Sira,
So, breaking down in the middle, there's some quick feet there. Chance, fantastic chance, missed. There was another one wide. So there was, both teams weren't up to scratch. Maybe I was a bit too hard early on. But it was 1-0 draw. So anything else from the game? We
listen, the interviews are on our Facebook and on YouTube with myself and Byron. And I think my interview pretty much summed it up. I thought we had created the better chances to win the game. But I also think the occasion, it was first versus second. I think both teams, even though both teams were going for the win, there was nobody sat back defending just to get a draw. So both teams were going for the win. I just think on the day, both teams just didn't execute.
I want to ask you something. We haven't spoken about the game much, just that everybody knows. So the start of the game, football question. I was surprised you guys were sort of in a lower block. Was that intentional, or was that just the way the game went?
It was intentional to a point. I just thought that our transitions were a bit slow in the first half from then, once we got the balls. And I think the last maybe 10, 15 minutes when we started creating chances was because our transitions were quicker and trying to attack their spaces that we had figured out would be there, which it was. I just thought we allowed City to dictate play too much in that first half an hour.
No, because they were.
We allowed them to dictate.
They had a lot of the ball.
We weren't as aggressive as we wanted to be. And when I say aggressive, I mean aggressive in defense as in getting closer to the ball, closing the man down, and those kind of things. But I think as the game went on, we eventually fixed it at halftime, and we were much better second half.
Look, all in all, just the game was okay. It's just I would have loved a winner. That's just from a neutral point of view.
I would love me to be the winner, but
for me it didn't matter who.
No, it didn't. I'm joking.
But
listen, but big ups to City, and we're still top of the log.
I think if I had to put it, I think they were better. I think they were a better team on the day.
Next.
Okay, but let's just be, what do I know? Right, looking at the log, that's enough airtime on that match. Somebody's going to shut me out after this. Anyway, so Cape Town City, top of the log, still 21 points. Vasco, second spot with 20 points. Saxon Rovers in third, as you said, creeping in there. Only 2 points behind, 19 points. But Crystal Palace still there, 19 points.
Yep.
And then Matruas at 18. That's your top 5 at the moment.
Yeah, and there's big games this weekend, Shamiel.
Yeah, we're gonna get to them.
We're gonna get to that, but there's big games this weekend. It's gonna change the log.
Yeah, looking at the bottom of the log, not looking good for me. Both teams from Cape District, the bottom of the log. Ocean View, as Andrew said earlier on, 0 points. Greenwood second last, 7 points, and then Newbies, Camps Bay third last there, 8 points. But yeah, it's a transfer window, so let's
transfer window and doubleheader. If teams get 6 points, they quickly move halfway up the table. So yeah,
let's look at that let's look at that fixtures coming up. Yeah, also still rustiness here. First show. So Premier United versus Goal 50. That's taking place on the 19th, which is probably on Friday night.
Nice game.
Yeah.
Nice game.
Oh yeah, Premier versus Goal 50. That's going to be a good
nice game. Downburg Road Friday night.
Yeah. Hey, and bottom of the table clash. Is that right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Ocean View versus Greenwood.
That's
a
derby.
It's a derby.
It's a
CDFA derby. It's
sure. If Greenwood win and they get 10 points ahead of Ocean View,
that's a problem.
It's a big problem. Yeah.
Here we go. Silver Spurs versus Cape Town City. Is this match taking place at
Reigate?
Reigate, eh? Not Hickory Road. Okay. Reigate.
Yeah, I think that's a bit of a leveler, Shamiel.
Yeah, thinking if City on the field is gonna make a difference.
Yeah, but if you look at the history, somebody showed some stats yesterday.
Yeah, that there was. Me. Yes.
Cape Town City, Silver Spurs have beaten Cape Town City 8 of their last 10 encounters at home.
You know why I'm not reading too much into that? I saw that because this isn't the same City style.
No. You didn't let me finish. You didn't let me finish. Okay. But City normally, when they build up and they normally start off very slow. This season, City have started off on the front foot.
Yep.
Totally different team. Even though this team is a lot younger, they are very, very, very good.
Yeah.
In possession, they are extremely good. They are a lot better as the season has gone on out of possession.
Yeah.
And I think Silver Spurs might have the physicality and
definitely will have.
Yeah, definitely will have, and will have the more direct approach, which is the way they play.
Yeah.
But I think it will be a nice game. I just don't know how City will adapt to that field.
Yeah.
I've been there, played there this season, got a draw. Crystal Palace, a team also in the top 4, went there, lost at Reigate, so it's a bit of a graveyard. But yeah, I think it's going to be an exciting game.
Yeah, so let's see how that one plays out. Then Camps Bay versus Jomo's Power. I think Jomo's Power doing well at the moment, but the match playing at home at Camps Bay.
Camps Bay at home need points. I think they'll. I'd give it to Camps Bay. It's a long drive for Jomo's, by the way.
Yeah, it is a long drive.
Sure.
But it's at the beach, so they can spend the day.
That's true. It's 2 o'clock kickoff Saturday.
Saturday, yeah. Trinis versus Woodlands.
Ooh, nice game. Trinis want to get back into winning ways. It's going to be a nice game.
Matruas and Jael Zwane.
Sure, another tough one. I told you there's big fixtures.
These games should be televised. You know what? These games should be televised.
Should be live streaming. Yeah.
Saxon Rovers versus FC Houtbay. It's actually going to be tough because both, you can't call it.
I can't call it, but I still think Saxons are, at the moment, with the quality of players that they have and the momentum that they have, and they're playing at home, I think Saxons will pip that one.
Yeah, and then that's for Saturday. So the next group of fixtures is the Sunday. It's double-header weekend, as we said earlier on. So it's Wanderers versus Silver Spurs.
Tough.
Yeah.
I know. Draw.
Vasco versus Trinis. Whoa.
That's Monday night, 7:30. Vasco versus Trinis. Tough one for us.
Yeah.
It's almost like a Northern Suburbs derby.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a tough one.
Goal 50 Unite versus Matroosfontein. That's at Heideveld.
Yeah.
On Monday night.
Tough one. Heideveld, Matroos form. Yeah, it's a tough one. That's what I'm saying. It's tough to call this weekend.
And then Jomo's going all the way to Solo Street on Tuesday playing Greenwood.
No, Greenwood need points at home.
Yep.
Greenwood need points at home.
Jael Zwane and Camps Bay. I think Jael Zwane for that one.
At home?
Yeah.
Yeah, it depends, What signings Camps Bay have made? I've heard they made quite a number of signings this week.
Okay.
And quality players.
Okay. And then Cape Town City being very smart here. Playing away on Friday night and then next game only on Tuesday evening at Malta Park against Saxon Rovers. And they're going to need to have that.
So that'll be, at the moment, it's first versus third.
Yeah.
It could change by the weekend's games, but at the moment, it's first versus third.
Yeah.
I think, Shamiel, obviously I've played both. And I've obviously watched Saxons recently. And obviously on Sunday, I was right up and close against Cape Town City. I actually have a feeling Saxons will win it.
Is it?
I picked Saxons to get 6 points this weekend.
Okay.
Let's see.
Let's see what happens. And
Some people want me to be wrong, but I'm saying that's what my prediction is.
I know.
I also know Saxons have made some signings this week.
Okay.
More experience in there. Quality ABC players coming in there. There's a couple of guys training there as well. So I think
that's the
Saxons
thing,
could win.
after chatting to Coach Byron on Sunday, I mean, look, they don't really make signings. Obviously, they're fully on development and stuff like that. It also leaves them with a bit of an upper hand because they know what they're getting into. They know what they're going to do. It doesn't really matter who they come up against. Because if they're going to come up against you or Saxon, they're just going to do what they do.
They don't care if it's a PSL player
doesn't
or
matter.
a player from overseas, 100%.
They just do
and you know, that's what frustrates me, man, sometimes, is when people, you're sitting on the side of the field like I was on Friday night at Greenwood, and you hear stories, this team is signing this ABC player, this NFD player, this guy played PSL, he's now gone from this PSL club to a third division club, and they're going to, this guy's going to be quality. And I sit there and I think to myself, in this league, it's man versus man, man.
Yeah.
This third division is tough. No matter what, you've played PSL or whatever, you at the same level, because if you look at these 16-year-old boys at Cape Town City, and they're competing with ex-PSL players, and they're actually beating teams with ABC players and all that.
Yeah.
So you've got to put yourself and say, does the fact that the person played PSL make them a better player?
You know why? Because the team sport, that's the thing.
It's a team sport, exactly.
Definitely.
And you know, the problem is in this league, and as it is in the ABC, you've got to only start with 6 overs.
Yeah.
So you could have 10 ABC players in your squad, you can only start 6.
Yeah.
So it's a tough part of this league.
Anyway, one thing it does make sure is that the league is exciting and it's fantastic and it's good to
100%.
go watch. So go out and support and watch
100%.
your closest third division team.
Yeah.
Right. We've got ABC Motsepe starting.
Yes, they're back. 7 weeks later, the ABC is back, Shamiel. I think, and also they've also had the transfer window open this week, so teams have changed. A lot of teams have strengthened.
Yeah.
So it's going to be an exciting weekend.
Guys, I'm going to give you the fixtures as I have it. I'm not sure what's changed or not, because I've also been on holiday with the ABC Motsepe.
I noticed.
So Junction Rovers versus Nova Park. I got that down for Friday night.
Yes.
By the time the show is, I think all the fixtures will have been confirmed. Will be on our website. So Junction Rovers versus Hanover Park. That's at Adafel.
And the irony of that is that Premier play Goal 50 on the Saturday. So it's another team from Hanover Park against a team from Adafel. So it's a nice Hanover Park Adafel weekend.
Ukanya playing Ikapa.
Sure.
That's on Saturday. By all accounts, we know that Coach Rowan Hendricks has gone from Ikapa. We'll see what happens there.
I think Ikapa might win that one.
I think so too. Even Rangers and Santos, that's going to be a nice.
That's a tough one. You know, that's almost like a derby. That's a tough one. I don't know, Sham. It's too close to call, eh?
Yeah. Why do I only have 3 games? Is that it?
That's it for that stream, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry about that. So then going on to stream B. Sorry, that was stream A.
And Royal Blues are also in that stream. They are at home.
Okay, I don't have that picture.
Shamiel, so they are at home that weekend. So that's also going to be a tough one.
Okay. Who they playing? Do you know?
I'm trying to remember, but you can carry on.
Okay, then this is lovely when you're doing shows live. Okay, then on stream B, we've got Zizwe United versus Hout Bay.
Yeah. Royal Blues are playing Ubuntu, by the way. So
there we go.
Carry on. Yeah, let's go. I've got it in my head somewhere.
Right, stream B, Zizwe versus Hout Bay. So we know Zizwe is sort of back on the...
Yeah, that's a tough one to call.
Yeah.
Both teams, brand new, tough one to call.
It's going to be a tough game. Bring it the younger, maybe we put Zizwe for that.
Zizwe to win that.
Oriented Birds versus Grassy Park. So we don't know what the new Grassy Park looks like, or do we?
Not really.
Coach Kirtley's gone. Coach
they've had a couple of players leave. No, Saxon's got one, and a couple training somewhere else. Yeah.
So we won't also know after Saturday really, because this game is going to be played in.
But it's always tough to travel.
Kwanakutulula.
Yeah, boy. It's a tough place to go to, eh?
Tough
it's a tough place to pronounce as well.
Also, yes. And then Claywood versus Cape Town Spurs.
Sure, Shamiel. You know, and Claywood beat the Cape Town Spurs team last week in a friendly 2-0.
The same Cape Town Spurs?
No, a better Cape Town Spurs that played mostly PSL players. So I think they would have the confidence.
No, but this Cape Town Spurs is better than the PSL Spurs.
No, it's not. No, please. It's a family show. So I think Claywood have strengthened. Claywood, Coach Dylan Dean has had a lot of time to get his team, not that they weren't right, get them right. I think there's very strong contenders for that stream. And I think they're going to beat Cape Town Spurs.
Okay. Let's see. Then City Kings and Battalions.
Whoa, that's second bottom versus bottom as it currently stands in that stream. Shamiel, tough to call. I see the game has been moved from the Portuguese club to Telkom Park.
Okay.
And, you know, City Kings train at Portuguese clubs, so for both teams, it's a foreign field. It's tough to call. Battalions also, you know, they've also had to rebuild, start a team from scratch.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting. We will know after the game. Unfortunately, I don't want to make a call.
Because this is like the first real game for Battalions. Remember the last game they played? It was sort of a rushing. Coach Theo MP there, with Inter Africa. So yeah, let's see. Okay, looking at one thing I forgot about was the logs. So let's have a look at the logs. So log for Stream A, we've got Santos top of the log and FN Rangers. That's a match taking place this weekend.
Yeah.
Only 3 games played. Ubuntu in 3rd and Nova Park in 4th. Yeah, that's Stream A. Anything you want to say on that?
Saturday we'll decide who's top of the log after Saturday's game.
Okay.
Between Santos and FN.
Unless it's a draw.
Unless it's a draw, yeah.
Yes, status quo. And then on Stream B, it's got Marty's top of the log. Remember, they're the only team with 3 out of 3 at the moment.
Yeah. They got a bye this weekend.
Outbay in 2nd, Clearwood in 3rd, and Cape Town Spurs in 4th spot there.
Yeah, I think the ABC season is 16 games. We're in game week 4 for some teams, game week 5 for others, depending if you had a bye. So you're quarter way through the season. I think give it the first round, and then we'll have a good idea of who the contenders are, especially now with the transfer window. Shamiel, I don't think our viewers understand how crucial this transfer window is. A lot of teams are strengthening. A lot of teams are also preparing for some players leaving, going back to LFA season towards the end. Yeah. So you'll find a lot of teams recruiting now for players who they will keep. So it's going to be very nice.
Okay, and then that's it. Third division and ABC Mutsip. It feels like it's such a long show, but I'm sure
we have a lot to catch up. We missed you guys. And, you can see we're talking a lot.
And I'm also tired already of talking. Okay, so one thing is happening this weekend. Besides that, is the Premier Cup playoffs taking place at William Herbert. Drove past there, nice. Fields are looking nice.
They were looking nice. Also drove past there.
Just a bit brown, but obviously to be understood, there's no rain. But yeah, looking nice and flat. So games taking place there from 9 o'clock. I think the last game there is at 4:15.
That's Saturday and Sunday.
Saturday and Sunday?
Yep, Saturday and Sunday.
Okay, so obviously 20th, 21st. So go out there if you're in the area. Go check out some of the teams. Obviously, we're getting sort of to the end of the round robin stage, the playoff stages, before we get to the actual round robin. So
it'll be good.
Good luck to the teams playing there.
Yeah, good luck.
Is there anything else?
I think that's it, Shamiel. I think we also just maybe touch on a bit of AFCON. I know we've all disappointed with Bafana's result.
Sorry,
I think we just hope things come right. I think
we live in hope.
We live in hope. They've got a big game on Sunday. They have to win. They're playing Namibia. Namibia got a result. They got a good win in their first game.
They're not going to win.
And it's going to be a tough one. We're all disappointed. I think. I think we're all looking at scapegoats and everything. I think we just got to put our heads together and our hands together and support the team on Sunday night. And hopefully they'll pull it through. But it's going to be a tough one. I think if Namibia win, they're through.
Yeah.
So the way the group is looking like, they're going to be through.
Yeah.
And speaking of Namibia, Shamiel.
Yeah, I was going to say, obviously, our apparel sponsor, Vecchio, kitting out the whole Namibian team.
So the kit looks smart, eh?
Yeah.
I was very impressed.
A lot of people had things to say about the collar, but I think that's the way they wanted it. So well done to Vecchio, firstly. Proudly South African clothing manufacturer in the AFCON. And I want to say big ups to the guys there and well done.
Yeah, and Shamiel, our viewers, if they really like the kit, they can contact Vecchio and try and get a replica kit made for them. And I'm sure they'll be able to sell it for them.
Well, we can give it a try there. Then, is that it?
That's it.
Okay, so obviously thanks to Vecchio for helping us with our apparel. It's 2024. I'm sure we're going to get some new stuff.
We need to because
stuff got smaller.
It's a bit tight.
Yeah, and then also obviously GSM Roofing, hoping to get some match streamed soon.
Yeah, hopefully soon.
Yeah, ABC and the third division. And otherwise, that's it. I don't want to say bye because I'm actually enjoying it now.
No, it was very nice. Hopefully Shamiel will have good things to say about my team next week's show. And we're looking forward to it.
Not based on Sunday's performance. I'll check the Vasco players coming out to me.
I better win this weekend.
Otherwise, guys, be sure and like and subscribe, whatever, share. Do the thing that you must do to make us get better and bigger. We're trying to do more things. So please, if you're not sure, if you're watching on Facebook, share it, comment, tell us what you think, tell us what you say. That helps us, number one, if you don't know. By you commenting actually helps us because that's called interactions. Then if you're watching on YouTube, also comment and then subscribe if you haven't subscribed, like the video and subscribe. And then you can also, I think you can share on YouTube. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, we'll see you next week with more information and more good stories.
Yep, definitely.
Cheers.
Cheers.